Very good. So Charlie, it's all yours.
All right, thank you, Jean. How do I get rid of that little message that's on my screen that says we're recording? Oh, got it. Okay, hit got it. There we go. All right. Okay, folks. Question is, if you hear something in this presentation that you want to ask a question on, I think our group is small enough that if you just want to unmute and interrupt Mark, I think he'll forgive you. I think that'll be fine. We have a fairly small group, so Mark, we'll just have them kind of chirp in if they have a question to ask. So mute now, but unmute if you have a question. Happy this morning to be able to introduce you to Mark Liebman. Mark is, let me get your title right, Mark, the Director of Business Development for ABC. I kind of know him as the discount guy. He puts together all the national discount programs for ABC. And wanted to have an opportunity today to have him introduce you to some of the discounts that ABC has, some of the more highlighted discounts. So Mark, without further introduction, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Great. Thanks, Charlie. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody, for joining today. One of my roles here at ABC National is to oversee what we call our business partner, our discount programs. And so I just wanted to spend some time kind of walking you through the different programs that we have. It's divided into three parts. There are discounts for corporate and business purchases. There are discounts for employees as a perk that can be offered to staff. And there's also a new program called the Tech Marketplace, which we launched about a year ago, which I'll go over as well. And just to kind of give you a little bit of background, all told, these programs bring in about $33 million in savings to our members. So that's a pretty substantial number. And so I'm just going to kind of walk you through each program. I'm going to go to the website and show you each one and how to register, what's good about it, what might not be so good about it. And if the takeaway can be, you find a couple programs that would be useful for you and your company, that would be great. So with that, I am going to start sharing my screen. And okay, can everybody see kind of that main discount page? All right, I'm getting a thumbs up, so that's good from Charlie and Jean. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time on the first one, which is GM, which is our most popular program, just because of some changes that have happened with the program. And come on. Oh, it's circling. So it's getting there. There we go. It's popping up. So we've had GM for probably 15 years or so. Very popular program, probably the most popular program among members and chapters. In a good year, about 5,000 to 6,000 vehicles go through this program through member purchases. But as you know, the last 2 years have been brutal for GM. When you look at what's going on with COVID and factories shutting down and chip shortages and supply chain issues, it's just been the last 5 or 6 months particularly are very tough. Vehicles are in short supply. And particularly, November, December, and January. But based on the conversation I had with our GM rep, it started to pick back up in February and March, which is a good thing. They did, because of this, though, they did make a significant change starting April 1st. In the past, there used to be a $500 discount per vehicle for retail purchases and a $1,000 discount per vehicle for fleet customers. They have now changed that as of April 1st. So it's just a flat $500 per vehicle, regardless of how big or how small your company is. So that's still in place. Luckily, it's still in place. We have a contract through GM through the end of the year. So we know at least for the next 8 or 9 months, that $500 per vehicle will still apply. And there's information on this page there. It says the $500. The key thing is this document. It kind of shows what the vehicles that are listed, the $500 amount and what the administrative memo is. This is the 2236 CB2 that you see goes into each dealer's database. All you have to do is give them that number and they can look that up. In the past, we've had issues where dealers have not honored the discount, or they said it doesn't apply, but it's in their database. They have to honor it. If they don't, they're just trying to do some little shady stuff if they're telling you it doesn't apply to them. And it's really, one thing to keep in mind is the dealer is not losing any money. They take $500 off the price. You negotiate your best deal, then tell them you're an ABC member, and then the $500 would come into play. And they get reimbursed by GM corporate. So the dealer is never out any money in this type of program. So that's one thing to keep in mind, as well as you need to bring in proof of membership. And I know the Delaware chapter, that's easy for them to kind of provide that membership verification. And we can do that as well at ABC National. So I think that's it for the GM program, the latest change. If anybody has any questions as we move along, please let me know. So I'm going to kind of go back to where we started and then click on Verizon. Verizon, another very popular program among members. Probably about 2,000 members are participating in the Verizon program. And we started this probably about 10 years ago. And if you go down, I'll scroll down to the very left, there's a 22, as you see right there, 22% discount on monthly calling plans. It's available to companies, and this is a Verizon restriction, not an ABC restriction. It's only eligible for contractor members, building material suppliers, and the 4 types of companies: crane rental, construction equipment rental, and the like that you see in those 3 bullets. And so the way you apply for the discount through the Verizon program is they have our member list with phone numbers and zip codes for all members, and you hit enroll now, and it'll take you through a couple pages, and you just enter your phone number, your zip code, and your information will pop up. I'll kind of do that. Hopefully it won't knock me out of anything. It'll say, boom, you hit continue through there, and that's where you enter your member number, your zip code, and if you're on the member list, it'll validate, and all that information at the bottom will pop up. So those are the details on the Verizon program. Then we're going to go to the contractors plan. Now, this is a program that's designed for those companies that do prevailing wage work. To kind of make it pretty simple is that what the contractors plan focuses on is the fringe portion of the prevailing wage. If you typically pay out the fringe portion in cash, usually there's about 25% in taxes that apply to that. So for every $10 on the fringe portion, $10 an hour, a company is going to pay $2.50 in taxes. Through the program that the contractors plan has, they will put that fringe portion into a bona fide benefits plan. It might be retirement, it could be a health program. So in essence, you as the employer don't have to pay that $2.50, that 25%, if it goes into such a retirement or health plan. And if you do a lot of prevailing wage work, it can add up to tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars in savings. I know we've got about 500 members that are participating on the Contractors Plan program, and some of them save just a ton of money. So it's something to keep in mind. If you do prevailing wage work and you're paying some of that fringe portion in cash right now, this might be a way to save you some money, as well as put those benefits into a plan for the well-being of your employees. So let's now go to FedEx. FedEx probably has the most participation of any program that we have here at ABC. Close to 3,000 members participated in the program, and it's really designed for small to medium-sized businesses. They actually increased the discount about 8 or 9 months ago. It used to be 29% on FedEx Express packages, and they increased that to 50% back in May of last year, I think, as well as increased some of the freight priority discounts as well. And it's pretty straightforward in terms of how to apply it. You don't have to be a new customer to FedEx. If you're an existing customer with FedEx, you can apply for the discount as well. You just hit enroll now. And there was a code at the bottom of that previous page, and you just entered that ABC FDX code, hit enroll now, and it'll take you through a process where you're able to enroll in the program, and you're able to take advantage of that 50% off. Same thing with the Verizon program, just to go back there. If you're an existing customer of Verizon, you can take advantage of it as well. You don't have to be a new customer to be able to do that. So that is FedEx. We'll go to Aramark next. So there are two pieces to the Aramark program. There's the rental program for uniforms, and contrary to what some people might think, well, this is only for a large company. The vast majority of companies, we've got 500 members on the Aramark program thereabouts, and most of them are small and medium-sized businesses that use the Aramark rental program. And it's typically about, you'll see it's request a quote at the bottom of that box there, but typically there's about a 20% discount on the rental program through Aramark. And so that's the rental side of the program. There's also a direct purchase side as well. So you'll see in the middle, it has safety apparel purchase program. We've got a website devoted to purchases. And as you can see, with Aramark, there's shirts, there's pants, there's outerwear, there's PPE, there's shoes, and all sorts of stuff. You've got, if we go to footwear, let's see what we're going to see here. You've got, you got Avenger, you've got Iron Age, you've got Timberland, you've got WearGuard, you've got all sorts of manufacturers there. You got shirts. Let's see what we go in shirts. You see all the manufacturers in shirts and pants. Well, let's go to PPE safety. So you've got WearGuard, flame resistant, gloves, masks, thermometers, all sorts of things that you can purchase on the Aramark site that's branded ABC. And I think you can have the logo of your company included as well. So we'll just go back to, so that is Aramark. The other vehicle manufacturer we have is Nissan. At Nissan, there are some big savings on Nissan. When we started this program, I guess it was about 3 years ago, when we were talking with the people at Nissan, they basically told us, we're giving you pricing that companies with a fleet of 200 vehicles typically have access to, and it's available to any member, any size member, even if you're purchasing one vehicle. So if you look at the screen there for 2021 and 2022 vehicles, you can see on the big, Titan is their full-size truck. That's $8,150 incentive per vehicle. The Frontier, which is the midsize, is $3,750. But as you can see, there's some pretty significant discounts on these Nissan vehicles. And we were having a call with our Nissan rep, I guess this was last month at some time, but they're following the same pattern as the GM. He told me for now, these these incentives on 2021 and 22 models are still in place, but he told me when 2023 comes out, and it's usually sometime in October, they come out with their new incentives. He said, don't expect to see the same level of discounts as you're looking at right now. So that's more of an FYI. The vehicle manufacturers are really cutting back based on the fact that there's so much limited supply now, and vehicles both new and used are at a premium. They're kind of cutting back on some of their incentives. And it's not just ABC, it's across the board. It's any relationship they have in terms of a buying program with another association or group. They are kind of leveling, they're taking the level of their discounts and lowering them somewhat from what they used to be. And rounding out the vehicle programs is enterprise fleet management. Their sweet spot is usually vehicle, if you have between 15 and 200 vehicles and you're looking to lease your vehicles, that's what enterprise is known for. But they also have a lot of programs, even if you own your own fleet. If you go down here and look at the bottom, you can see they help you buy and sell vehicles in that last bullet where it says ABC member benefits and discounts. They have access to nationwide remarketing experts for buying and selling. They have maintenance programs. They have fuel card programs. So even if you don't want to lease vehicles, you want to still own your own vehicles, there are a lot of services that enterprise offers that they can help you manage your fleet, as well as obviously offering the option to lease vehicles if that's the route that you want to go. And as you can see, to learn more about it, there's a number, there's a website that you would register on as well. So those are the details on enterprise. And they've been a long part. Enterprise has been an ABC partner for close to 20 years. So we've had a great relationship with them. Lowe's is fairly new. We started the Lowe's program about 3 years ago as well. We've got about 500 members participating in the program. And if you use Lowe's, there's really no reason for you not to take advantage of this. I'm going to try and simplify it a little bit because I know it can get complicated because they've got a number of different programs and incentives. So I'm going to slice it into 3 parts for you. The first part is what they call, at the top, you'll see an LCA account, and you see that credit card, a Lowe's commercial account. So if you open a Lowe's commercial account, and you'll have that card right at the top. You'll get a card as part of that program. You'll get 5% off your everyday purchases. Now that's not specific to ABC. Anybody who opens a Lowe's commercial account will be able to get that 5%. What is specific to ABC is you'll get the 2% statement credit. So Lowe's commercial account, you automatically get an extra 5%. And on top of that, you'll get an ABC 2%. So they're just kind of giving that to you for just opening this account. And it's something that you certainly would want to take advantage of if you're a Lowe's customer. The second part is Lowe's for Pros. As you see kind of right in the middle, it says become a Lowe's for Pros member for additional benefits. So if you register, and it says register today for Lowe's for Pros, visit Lowe's.com, sign in, you create a business account and you put in the ABC code, you'll get a 5 to 15% off additional if you order online, and then you can pick it up in the store. So if you register a business account for Lowe's for Pros, and you order online, you'll get an additional 5 to 15%, depending on what the product is. All right, so that's on top of, so you've got your Lowe's commercial account where you get the 7%. Then on top of that, Lowe's for Pros business account, an additional 5 to 15%. The third piece, and which is not on here, they're really kind of finalizing that and getting us some materials, is what they call their volume savings program. So if you're making a purchase of $1,500 or more, you'll get an additional 10 to 30% off. And the Pro Desk at a Lowe's store can help you with that. But that's a volume savings program. A $1,500 or more purchase will get you an additional 10 to 30% off. So that, those are the three pieces to the Lowe's program. You see for the first part, the 5 and the 2%, you've got to download an application. They do a credit check, and you send that application to Noel Ramirez at Lowe's.com. You've got to create a Lowe's business account for the Lowe's for Pros at the very bottom here. And there's also, just as a reminder, the volume savings program, which I mentioned as well. So that is the Lowe's program. And Procore is next. So Procore, we launched that program about a year ago. As most of you probably know, it's probably the #1 construction management software in the industry. And as part of this program, Lowe's is offering ABC members a 10% discount on any new products and services that they would buy through Procore. And to register, you see in the black bar in the middle, it says save money and register on Procore site today. And it'll take you to a Procore landing page where you register and put in your company information to get started. So that is Procore. ARC Document Solutions. This is a program we launched right along the same time we did with Procore. ARC Document, they've been in the industry for quite some time. They're probably about 30 or 40 years. They've had this program. They are really construction focused. 50% of their business is construction, works with construction companies, and they probably have about 150 service centers throughout the country. And they do all sorts of different stuff. They do printing services, whatever print services you need. You look at those 4 bullets on that page: blueprints, marketing material, proposals, all sorts of things. Construction signage. You've got Safety Week coming up in May. They do all sorts of construction signs in various sizes, forms, whatever any of their customers need. They have a drone flight network. They have scanning services. If you want to take all the paper documents that are sitting in closets or storage rooms somewhere and transform them into digital documents, they do a ton of stuff. And to get started, and I should go back to kind of the discount side of it. And as you can see on that page, is they offer discounted rates up to 40%. These are pretty significant discounts that we were able to negotiate with ARC, up to 40% off what the suggested retail price would be. And to get started, you can visit, we had a store created specifically for this program. It says welcome, it says ABC business partner, ARC, and you can see scanning services, drones, printing, construction signage, and everything there that you would need. Or if you go back, you could either call Kelly Mitchell or Brooke Parker for more information on how to get started with ARC. Okay. Hotel Engine. When we started with Hotel Engine, probably about 4 years ago, they were a small company with about 30 employees, and they probably now have about 300 employees. They are a hotel, the wholesale hotel booking site. They compete with Expedia, Hotels.com, Booking.com, and the like, but they are a wholesale aggregator. And I'll be upfront with you in terms of what their pricing looks like, because I've used them, I've gone, sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't. Their pricing, sometimes it's the same as those 3 I just mentioned. It's either going to be the same or better. So just more of an FYI than anything else. If you go on the site and you're looking at their pricing and then you go to Expedia and it's the same, that might be the case in some instances, but they also might be significantly better in some cases as well. So it's an option. It's something if you've got staff that's traveling and you want to book their places of stay, it's an option that you should definitely take a look at. Particularly where they really kind of differentiate themselves is this is what they're geared to, is business accounts. So the analytics, the reporting, and the account management are going to be there versus some of their retail competitors. And we've got a lot of companies that send a lot of volume through Hotel Engine. I mean, there's some ABC members, larger ABC members, that are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars through Hotel Engine. Who was it? The 2021 ABC Contractor of the Year, Tri-City Electrical, uses them. You know, this is their sole hotel provider, and just a lot of money goes through Hotel Engine. So again, I would just check it out as an option. And particularly if you think it makes sense for your business, the analytics and the reporting could well be worth your while, even if the pricing is on the same level as some of their competitors. Foundation Software has been a partner of ABC's for probably 15 years or so. They do a lot of advertising in construction executive, and as the name implies, they are construction specific. So they are dedicated exclusively to the construction industry, and they focus on small to medium-sized businesses. And the discount that ABC members get is $1,500 off the setup fee for Foundation. So if you're looking for an accounting software company, it might be good to check out Foundation. And they also have their sister company, same company, is Payroll for Construction. As the name implies, they just do payroll for the construction industry, and their expertise really kind of leans more toward prevailing wage and certified payroll. They're really experts in certified payroll. So again, if you're doing prevailing wage work, they might be a great resource for you on the certified payroll side. And they've got contact information. Each one, as you can see, has contact information, either a link or a phone number to call to get started. The vehicle manufacturers are really the only two where you need membership verification, some sort of membership certificate to be able to access those vehicle programs. Travelers Haven, pretty short and sweet. It's focused for stays longer than 30 days. So if you're not looking on the hotel side, if you're looking for housing, apartments or condos or something like that, Travelers Haven is the choice for longer stays. And you see, you've got the link, you've got the phone number at the bottom, and members on average save typically about 38% off of the lodging through Travelers Haven. Consensus Docs, one of the companies out there that offers contract documents. AIA obviously is the 800-pound gorilla in this field. Consensus Docs is number 2, and their messaging is primarily they are more contractor focused than AIA. And members get a 20% discount. You can see right there, 20% member discount by using this discount code whenever you go on the site and are making a purchase through Consensus Docs. And there's other information out there. And a lot of these pages have some videos and some testimonials and other information about the particular company and program, just to get more, familiarize yourself with them and get more comfortable with the services they have to offer. The Construction Job Network, it's a job board that we have. This is not ABC specific. So this is a network of construction job boards where if you want to use a job board to try and find additional staff, the Construction Job Network is out there, and your posting gets placed in a much bigger job board where there are thousands of postings and a lot more views than it was just ABC specific, and members get a 20% discount for posting an open position on the Construction Job Network. We also struck a deal with Franklin Covey for leadership training and development, which members and chapters have access to, the All Access Pass. And as you can see right there, it's ABC members and chapter staff. It's $260 per learner, where if you were just approaching Franklin Covey out of the blue, it would be a lot higher. So we're glad we were able to negotiate a great deal with Franklin Covey for leadership training. And the last two programs here on the business and company discount side are the fuel cards, which I'm sure everybody's familiar with. The ExxonMobil card, you have to, as you can see, you've got to be an enterprise customer to be able to take advantage of the ExxonMobil card. So you get monthly fuel rebates up to 5 cents a gallon through the ExxonMobil card if you're an enterprise customer, in which you can use it about 10,000 Exxon or Mobil branded station. And like any of the fuel cards, their claim to fame is they give you the tracking and the reporting, all the things, so you're able to monitor what's going on with fuel card use. And the same thing with Shell, earn up to 6 cents per gallon based on the volume of usage that you do. And it's same thing, reporting, tracking, monitoring what the usage is through your folks that are traveling and using their vehicles. And as you can see, there's an application to get started. All the enrollment, all the registration process is on each of these program pages. So that takes us through the business and company discounts. The next section are employee discounts. And we developed this program probably about 5 years ago to really give some benefits and perks that members can put in the hands of their employees for their own personal purchases and use through whatever they need, whatever types of goods and services they're looking to purchase for their home use. The first one, this is the newest one we launched back in November, is Norton LifeLock. And we felt with everything that's going on with cybersecurity and all the hacking and everything else, we just wanted to be able to put this in the hands of our members and say, hey, if you want to offer this to your employees, just with everything that's going on the technology side and with security and the like, this might be a good benefit that they can take advantage of. The pricing is probably close to 50% below what the retail pricing would be. If you were just to go on nortonlifelock.com and wanted to get an identity theft or device protection program, it would be twice as much as what it would cost through the ABC program. And the reason for that, there's a little bit of a difference, is that it's through the employee benefits division of Norton LifeLock. So the way it works is, if an ABC member raises their hands and think, okay, yeah, I'd like to offer this to my employees, make it available to them, the employer would then sign an agreement with Norton LifeLock to be able to offer this as a voluntary benefit to their employees. And once all the agreements put in place and all the material is done and the marketing and the like, then the employer would make this program available through marketing materials to their employees. The employees could then take advantage of it or not take advantage of it. And it's voluntary on the part of the employees, but it's done through payroll deduction. So that's the difference between going to their retail site and purchasing it versus going through the ABC program. It ends up being a payroll deduction for each employee that wants to take advantage of it. And that's why they're able to offer the pricing that's 50% less. And to give you an idea of what that looks like for a single individual, I think it's $9 per month to get the Norton antivirus protection, as well as the LifeLock identity theft protection. And I think a family plan is about $18 a month, about $200 a year. So if you did that online through the retail outlets, it would be twice as much for both of those. Gonna go back to employee discounts. So on the GM side, besides the company and business purchases, which we went over a short while ago, staff can also take advantage of the GM discount, $500 per vehicle, if they're buying a vehicle in their own name. What GM says is that, the vehicle that the individual is purchasing, not the company, must be used primarily for work. I mean, that's the one criteria they have on that purchase, but you got nothing to lose. I mean, you can go into a GM dealer, tell, whatever vehicle it is, say your vehicle is being used for work, and you give them that ABC code, that program code, which I showed you before, which is down here, that, oh, I've got to change that out. That's on the employee page. It has the older spreadsheet, but it's now 22-36 CB. I'm glad I went there, so I know I need to change that. But you've got nothing to lose by trying to use this discount for your own personal purchases when you go through a GM dealer. The two things they're going to need. They're going to need the first, which is the membership verification, which they would need on the business side as well. And then you're going to need some sort of verification that you're actually an employee of that company. So it could be a pay stub, could be a business card, or something to show that you work for an ABC member. Okay. Geico, another program that you can offer to staff. If you're an existing Geico customer as well as a new customer, you call the 800 number right there, or visit geico.com. You see the URL there, and just give them your information. And I was an existing Geico customer. I forget the discount. It's usually 5 to 7% off. I forget what I actually got, probably about 6% or so, but you get an additional Geico discount by just telling them that you're with Associated Builders and Contractors. That's what they have it under, Associated Builders and Contractors. It was very simple. It took probably 2 minutes when I did this, when the program was started a couple years ago. A very easy one, probably the easiest one to take advantage of. Let's see, Hotel Engine. We talked about what you could do through Hotel Engine for your business use. You can also use Hotel Engine, same rates for your personal use. It's just, as you see, it's just a different link you register for. When we looked at Hotel Engine a few moments ago, it was a different link for a business account, and here you're just setting up an account for your personal use. But same discounts, same platform. I'm going to skip ABC Marketplace. I'm going to go to Travelers Haven. Same concept. You can use Travelers Haven for your own personal use for stays longer than 30 days as well. Let's go back to Aramark. Same idea for Aramark. Staff can use that as well for their own personal use. So you see the red button, Shop Now. It'll take you to that ABC branded website where it had shirts, pants, outerwear, PPE, footwear, and staff could use that to shop online for those items no differently than the business could. And cell phones, we'll go to Verizon. Come on. Now, in order for staff to take advantage of the Verizon discount, there has to be a business account open. So if as a member company you sign on as part of the ABC Verizon program, you go through this corporate discount on the left, you get squared away with Verizon. You've got your business account, you've got your company phones, company lines going through Verizon. Then you can also offer it to your employees for their own personal phones. So there has to be a business account open to be able to take advantage of the employee discount. And that's usually a 17 to 20, up to a 20% discount for employees off on their own personal lines. It's kind of like, use an example here at ABC National, we've got an account. So if a new staff comes on board and they've got a an abc.org email could be anderson@abc.org. They just go in, hit enroll now, and Verizon recognizes the domain name of that email, abc.org, and the new staffer here at ABC can get that 20% discount. And it's no different than an ABC member company that creates a business account and can offer it to their staff. The last program is ABC Marketplace. This is it's a big online shopping mall that the company behind this called NextJump put together for ABC. They typically do this for very large companies like a Home Depot or an ADP or a Bank of America, where they'll create this shopping mall for their staff to be able to take advantage of. And it's got every retailer under the sun. It's got 20,000 retailers or so. And I'm going to go to it in just one second. And so far, about 8,000 employees of ABC members have signed up for this program. So I'm going to take you to ABC Marketplace. And there it is. They've got all sorts of travel, electronics. If you go to electronics, let's see, TV and videos. It's just circling, so it'll get there. You got Lenovo, you got Hewlett Packard, you got stuff going on at Best Buy, Samsung. As you can see, they've got lots of different things going on. It's about pretty much every major retailer is on here. Home, it's got auto, food, flowers, exclusives, it's got apparel, it's got Macy's, it's got Nordstrom's, it's got Nike, Adidas, footwear, everything in the world is on ABC Marketplace. And the difference is, so here's the difference with ABC Marketplace and maybe going to a retailer site. Sometimes it's kind of like Hotel Engine. Sometimes the pricing is the same if you went to, let's say, Macy's.com, and sometimes it's better. But ABC Marketplace offers you what they call WOW points. It's a stupid name, I know, but they offer WOW points. And so you earn WOW points for every purchase. And it's like getting a 1% cash back. So for every $100 that you spend, you get a $1 for future purchases. So it's like a 1% incentive. So if you're paying something by credit card, you get whatever rewards are on that credit card. And if you order it through ABC Marketplace, you get an additional 1% or more, because sometimes there's 2 times, 3 times, 4 times WOW points. There are other greater incentives on WOW points, but at a minimum, you get that 1% cash back for future purchases that you can use. So it's, as you said, 8,000 people have already registered for the site and are using it. So it's something that it's easy just to register. We go back to ABC Marketplace. You have the instructions to get started. You email abcmarketplace@abc.org and request access, provide your full name, company, and email address. And in a couple of days, you'll be registered and you can shop around and see what's on the site and see if it makes sense for you and any of your staff. So I think that was the last part of the employee discount, and we're going to close out. This will just be a couple minutes. I'm not going to go through each of these boxes. I'm just going to kind of give you an overview of the tech marketplace. So we created this in April of last year, really to give members, particularly small and mid-sized members, a resource to be able to source technology products and services. And it's broken down into different categories. You've got project management, safety, pre-construction, site monitoring, about 8 or 9 categories and different providers listed under each category. And each of them offers some sort of discount to ABC members. And so Procore as a business partner, they're also listed here on the tech marketplace with their 10% discount that they're offering to ABC members. And each of these companies, just need to go back to it. Each of these companies on here offers some sort of discount, and they have their own separate page identifying who they are, what they do, and what sort of benefit or preference they're offering to ABC. The difference, I mean, the one thing about the tech marketplace is it goes through a vetting committee. So we have something at ABC National called a Tech and Innovation Committee that's made up of a different IT staff from our ABC members. So they vet these companies. Each of these companies on here had to go through a vetting process where they went in front of this committee, made a presentation, had a reference from an ABC member, and the committee decided whether they should be on this tech marketplace or not. So there is a vetting process for companies to get in here to give you some more comfort and security in terms of who this company is and what they have to offer. So if you're looking for tech products and services, this could be a good resource for you. And I think those were the three parts to it. We went through the business discounts, employee discounts, and the tech marketplace. So that is the end of my presentation. I think I've pretty much covered everything that you need to know today. And Charlie, I don't know if any questions or comments have come through so far, but happy to take any questions about any of these programs or how they work.
If anybody has any questions for Mark, go ahead and unmute, and you can ask those now. We did record this session, and we'll send out that link to our membership so that they could view this. Mark, I think of everything that I heard, the Lowe's program continues to kind of stand out to me as a way that some of our members can really save a lot of money. So if Gene, I'm technically challenged many times, but if there's any way we can maybe slice and dice that video and just send out parts of it every once in a while, especially that Lowe's segment, I think that would be a benefit to our members. But and we'll certainly send that link to you, Mark, so you can distribute that to other chapters that might want that. But I thought that was a great summary of all the discounts that ABC offers and a lot of value. So do we have any questions? Gene, any comments on your side?
Thank you, Mark. It was a great presentation. I learned a lot about the programs myself. I know people are always calling the office and asking more about it, so really appreciate that. Charlie, I'm just a little bit above you in the technological area, so I will try to do some editing, but I know a couple of members that might be able to help me out, so we'll see if we can isolate some of those and send those out to our members. And as Charlie said, we are going to send this recording out to those of you from this morning so that you have it if you have additional questions. And we're also going to put it on our website. ABC Delaware's website has some links to these national discounts. So we're going to put this video there so our members can see that as well. So Mark, you'll get a little boost. You'll become more famous than you already are. So other people will see it. So that's all I have from this end. Charlie, you want to close it out? Okay.
And if there are no questions, I think we're set. If you do have any questions you want to ask, just email me, email those to me or Gene, and we'll forward those on to Mark or talk with Mark, and we'll get the answers for you. With that said, have a nice day, have a nice week, and we'll see you soon. Mark, we'll be talking.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Take care.